Hi, my name is Nydia Darby. I'm the owner of Nydia's Yoga Therapy Studio in San Antonio, Texas. I'm here today with Terri and with Bobbie, and we're going to be demonstrating some activities that can help you strengthen your knees and prepare them for life. We're glad that you're going to be practicing with us today, but I want you to take a few points into your mind. When doing this practice, the most important thing that you need to do is keep continuous, rhythmic, and gentle breathing. This practice should feel good. If you have knee joint pain during these activities, then it'll be important to stop, change your position so that you don't hurt. Now, your muscles might get tired and they might even shake and quiver. That's very normal. I hope that you'll enjoy this practice. We've designed it for you specifically so that it can help you take care of the health, mobility, strength, and flexibility of your knee joints to give you the ability to go out and live life. Thank you for allowing us to serve you in this practice. Namaste. All right, we're going to do some yoga activities on the mat in the sitting position. These activities are designed to help to encourage greater strength and awareness to the muscles that surround and support your knee joint. These activities are going to help you to create what's called an isometric, meaning no movement at the joint, but the muscle is contracting, an isometric activation of the quadriceps. These are the big muscles in the front of your thigh. Terri will demonstrate by putting her hands on her quadriceps. And then it also will help to bring activation to the muscles in your hamstrings. Terri will show by placing her hands along the back of those thighs. And also helping you to activate muscles along the back of your calf area. Terri will show holding along the back of the lower leg right in there. And so all of the muscles, these three areas, actually help to support the knee joint. So now we'll begin with creating what's called a quad set. We're going to take our bolster, actually this is a rolled up yoga mat. We're going to place it underneath your left leg. And as you're sitting tall in this position, if you're uncomfortable in your low back, you can actually bend the right knee so that might give you more support. Walking your hands back, find a position where you're comfortable. In this position, sitting up nice and tall, we're going to go ahead and begin to make a muscle at your lower leg by lifting your toes, your ankle, lifting your toes towards your shin. Good. Now, in this position, the heel is still on the mat. We're breathing. I want you to inhale, and as you exhale, begin to push the back of your knee into your yoga mat and let your heel come off the mat. And we're straightening that left leg. And then as you keep breathing, slowly lower the heel down. And so we're going to inhale as we go down, and now exhale, push that knee into the mat, lift the heel, pressing, pressing, breathing, good. And then keep breathing, inhale and exhale, bring the heel down. So now with the breath, we're going to do this. Inhale where you're here. And exhale, push, straighten that leg, push. And inhale, go down. And exhale, straighten that knee. Inhale, coming down. Exhale, straighten the knee, press. And one more, inhale, coming down. And exhale now, we're going to hold right here. Push the heel away from you, lift the toes towards your nose, breathe. Make a muscle strong. Terri and Bobbie will demonstrate by placing their left hand on their left thigh to show you the muscle that's working right now. Oh boy, and it might be shaking. That's okay. Keep breathing and then slowly release. You can release your hands and bring that heel down. Good. Let's switch sides. Go ahead and take that roll to the other side. We're going to stretch that right leg straight. Maybe we're bending the left knee so that we can feel support in our spine. Hands can be behind you. Don't worry that some of us have difficulty. As you can tell, Bobbie is working through some limitations in her knees, but just do the best you can. So in this position, sitting tall, we're going to begin to push the back of that right knee into the rolled up mat. And pushing, we're going to lift the heel up, straightening out, and then coming down. Good. We're testing it out to see how it feels. Now let's add the breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, push. Straighten that knee. Inhale, let the heel come down. And inhale, and then exhale, push. Lifting, straightening, good. Inhale, come down. And exhale, push. Pressing, straightening that knee. And inhale, come down. And exhale, push. Let's do 3 more of those. Straightening the knee. And then inhale, come down. Exhale, push. Straighten the knee. Nice. Inhale, come down. Exhale, push. Straighten the knee. And then inhale, coming down. And then exhale, push. Straighten the knee. Let's hold. Let's hold right there. Breathe 1. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Good. Let's slowly lower that heel back down. Inhale and exhale and hold steady. And rest. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and remove the yoga mat from underneath our right leg. We're going to stretch the legs straight out. Stretching them out as straight as we can is going to be helpful to encourage this sensation of elongation to the muscles behind your thighs. In this position, let's go ahead and reach the hands back behind you so that you can recline back a little bit. We're going to bend the left knee. And bending the left knee, put the left foot on the mat. And as you're bending the left knee, holding steady, we're stretching that right leg. Keep the heel on the mat, body tall, make a muscle through the thigh. Earlier, we engaged the quadricep, the muscles on the front of the thigh. Bobbie, go ahead and show us where those muscles are on the front of your thigh, right there, good. So we made a muscle, so right now we're pushing very strong through that right leg. And then we're going ahead and we're going to lift that right thigh just a little bit. We're going to lift it off the mat. Breathe, hold. This is not as easy as it looks. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Bring that right leg down. And we wanted to keep the muscles very strong in your thigh when we did this. Let's do that again. We're going to inhale and exhale, lift. Now we're going to inhale, come down. We're going to exhale, lift, and inhale down, and exhale, lift, and one more, inhale down, and exhale, lift. Now can you hold it there? Breathe 1, good, breathe 2, it's getting shaky, breathe 3, and now let that leg come down. Wow, good work. Let's bend that right knee, and as you inhale and exhale, begin to straighten the left leg. Now using that bent right knee, you can notice Bobbie is helping hers to get to the position. We want it to be strong and supported. And as we're doing so, we're lengthening our body, good. We're going to make a muscle with that left thigh, pushing the heel away. And we're going to inhale, and as you exhale, lift that left leg. And then inhale, come down. And exhale, lift. Inhale, down. And exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Inhale down, and exhale, lift. Let's try one more. Inhale down. Now here we go. Exhale, lift, and hold and breathe. Try to keep your good posture, breathing. Don't hold your breath, breathing, and breathing, and then slowly lower down. Okay, that was excellent. Straighten out both legs, and inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your shins. Some of you might be able to touch your toes. You go ahead, don't worry if that's not something you can do. Very nice, just breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to hold this position, let your head drop down. Feel the stretch along the back of your thighs. Inhaling and exhaling, wonderful to stretch the back of those hamstrings, the back of the thighs, and even through the lower calf. And even through the bottom of the feet. Some of you will feel this. Inhale and exhale, come back up, and exhale, and take rest. We complete this short practice that's designed to help to improve the strength of your lower body in standing yoga postures. This modified practice is designed so that it'll help you get stronger. Remember, this practice should feel good. You should be able to breathe while you're doing it. And overall, you should have fun. And now we'll demonstrate our standing practice in order to help to improve the strength of the knees and your overall body. Let's begin with the hands at heart center. We're breathing rhythmically throughout this entire practice. So the only thing you have to do is breathe. As we're standing tall, let's take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Bringing your hands down alongside your body. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Bend the knees and bring the hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to your thighs. We're going to hold right here as you inhale, extend through the spine. Exhale, drop the head down, round. Inhale, extend through the spine. Exhale, drop the head round the spine. Inhale, extend through the spine. Exhale, drop the head and round through the spine. We're going to sweep up all the way. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Bring the hands to your hips. As we're breathing, we're going to widen the feet out just a little bit. We want to be still, feet parallel, but the feet are wider so that when we bend now, we'll have a little more ease in our bending. We want to keep the weight even between the ball of the foot and the heel. And as we're bending, you're going to feel the sensation of stretch. Some of us have knee issues. Bobbie here has a few things going on in her knees. You're going to see her changing and modifying her practice. Terri will be demonstrating a different level during certain times of this practice, and so will I. So just kind of take notice of what you're seeing and do what feels good. The only thing, again, that you have to do is breathe. So now, our feet are wider because as we begin to do this bend, we're moving into some squat activity that's very important for healthy, balanced, strong, and flexible knees. So let's bring our hands to our thighs right now and look down at your feet and look down at your knees. For now, although in a moment we'll do this in better posture, for now I need you to see what you're doing because you may not have a mirror to be looking at. If you do have a mirror, it's good to practice this in front of a mirror. So now we're going to lift the toes up gently and then relax them down just to make sure we have good connection through our feet. As you inhale, we're going to extend the body and then exhale, bend the knees and drop your bottom back, checking to see that the knees are in line. And then inhale, straighten up, and then exhale, bend. We want to keep the weight even between both feet. Inhale, straighten up. If it feels good to you, exhale, bend. On the next inhalation, we're going to sweep the arms up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend, bring the hands to the thighs. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bend, bring the hands to the thighs. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bend. Now some of you will be bending a little bit more. Inhale, sweep up. And as you exhale, you'll drop down. Terri's dropping a little lower. Inhale, sweep up. If it feels good at your knees, exhale, bend. And you can drop to the comfort level. Inhale, sweep up. Bobbie is stopping at the point, exhale, where she still can work, but she has no pain. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Now we're going to hold right here. And we're holding on purpose. Spine is going to go long and strong. The weight is even between both feet, and we're breathing. We're holding on purpose so the muscles in the thighs will work. And now inhale, sweep up. And exhale, let's go down and hold steady. Keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And now inhale, sweep up. And this is good for the strength. Exhale down, but it's also, hold right here, keep breathing. Great for the endurance. We not only need strong muscles, but we need muscles with endurance. so that they can tolerate the work of our daily activities. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale. Whew. That was a nice practice right in there. All right, so we're going to continue on. From this position, we want to move down onto the floor. And moving down onto the floor is very important for every single person, because we need to be able to get down safely to the floor and, more importantly, get back up. So you're going to notice that Terri and Bobbie and we might have different ways that we get down onto the floor. The most important is that you feel strong support in your hands and arms while you're helping yourself down. This should feel good, and if it's not comfortable, you might try a different position, but best as you can, try to practice this way so that you can get stronger every time you do it, and gradually you'll be able to make it down safely to the floor and safely back up. So now we're going to widen, the feet are still wide, we're going to widen again a little bit here, and as we inhale, reach up, we're going to exhale, bend, and maybe touch the floor. We're going to inhale, sweep up again. And exhale, touch the floor. That's to see if we can actually touch it. Inhale, sweep up. And now putting our hands onto the floor, onto our mats, we're going to put the hands down and walk the feet back. We're going to press through the strong hands. The feet are coming in. This is the downward dog. Hold in this position. Keep holding. My team, Terri and Bobbie, will keep holding. But some of us will follow me, and that means that some of us will say, that's enough, and I need to take rest. But others will say, this feels good, and they might stay stretching up. Inhale and exhale. If at any time your knees or a body part hurts in this position, then come out of the position. We're going to now come onto our knees. Everyone, we're coming down. The knees come down. And by the way, walk the hands in a little bit so that we can get in what's called quadruped. This should not bother your knees. You should not hurt to be on your knees. If you do, you know that you need to seek the advice of a medical professional, because they can help you. A physical therapist or your physician can help you understand the source of your knee pain. We want to always be able to move. We're going to now curl the toes under with our feet and step back into the down dog. So here we go. I'm going to push through the strength of my arms and lift my bottom, and my legs are going straight. We're stretching and breathing, holding in this position. Breathe. And now put the knees down. You want them to be even, nice. Now we're going to rest in child's pose, and we have different positions here. So we're going to draw, plantar flex, or point the toes back. We're going to drop our bottoms back towards our heels, and you're going to see different positions. Bobbie's going to cross her forearms and place her forehead down because her knees are still working on getting deeper into a bend. Terri's in what I like to call a downward facing puppy with her arms stretched out ahead and her bottoms going back. And I will move into a full child's pose with my forehead on the mat and my arms right alongside my body. And in this position, you want to take a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling, and feel how the body can relax and rest, even though this is some work, and feel how the breath can actually help you to rest and get more motion as you are resting into the knees, into the hips, and into your spine. The weight of the body gradually helps to encourage this stretching and improved flexibility. You can stay here as long as it feels good, and if it does not feel good, then only be there as long as you are feeling good, and then come out. We're coming up now onto our hands and knees. Pressing through the strength of those hands, we're going to draw the shoulders to pelvis, curl the toes under, moving into the down dog, pressing up, breathing. From here, we're getting ready to come to standing. Inhale, walk the feet towards the hands, and the legs, feet can be wide. So now, as we bend the knees, we're going to bring the hands to your thighs, and we're going to take our time right now. Feel the strength through your legs. Feel all your body strong. We're going to inhale and exhale. Keep looking at something that's not moving, so that way it'll help you with your balance. And now we're going to push up. And as we push up, take your time, reach the arms up. Inhale and exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Very nice. Good job, team. So let's bring the feet together. We're going to continue now with our standing postures on our yoga mats. These particular postures will help to develop strength and improve flexibility and the mobility of our body. Remembering that the only thing that you have to do is breathe, and that this practice should feel really good. So as we're standing now, this is Tadasana, standing mountain. If you look down to your feet right now, you'll try to notice that they're about hip distance apart, and that the weight is even between the ball of the foot and the heel. We lift the toes up to feel the muscles in the feet, the structure of the arch, and then we relax them down. Make a gentle muscle in your thighs. Make a muscle at your bottom, your gluteals, and if possible, lifting the pelvic floor and the abdominals, drawing the shoulders back and down, and retracting the head. This is standing mountain, Tadasana. In this position, let's breathe. Inhale and exhale. The mouth is closed. We're breathing through the nose, breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And every posture that we do in standing, inhaling and exhaling, should be using Tadasana, standing mountain, as its foundation. So now we're going to move into Warrior One with the right leg forward. So stepping your right foot forward, bring your left foot back, and we're attempting to keep strength through the feet. We're going to keep the body tall, bend into that right knee, push the left knee very straight, and reach the arms to horizontal. Draw your head back. Terri's going to raise her arms up into the sky because she's demonstrating a variation of how Warrior One traditionally looks like. Bobbie's keeping her arms horizontal because that helps her to keep her shoulders back and down and to keep her posture. And I'm going to demonstrate bringing my arms down because sometimes my arms get tired when I'm doing this practice. And if you get tired doing this, you also can let those arms come down. Let's inhale and exhale. We're going to step that left foot forward and releasing the arms down. Breathe. Now, we should have been breathing through all of what we just did a moment ago. So now we're going to do it on the left, and I'm going to cue for our breathing. Stepping the right leg back behind us, the left leg is forward. This is Warrior One on the left. Keeping contact with the feet through the mat, we're going to bend the left knee. Inhale, bringing our arms horizontal. Terri will take her arms over, and Bobbie's holding hers level, and I'm bringing mine down. Inhale and exhale, 1. Inhale and exhale, 2. Inhale and exhale, 3. Inhale and exhale, 4. Inhale and exhale, 5. We're going to step. Now bring the arms down, step the right foot towards the left, and holding into Tadasana, finding our breath. Keep breathing. Now it's important that you can take rest at any time during this sequence of activities. You can press pause and you'll be fine. Or if it feels good, you can continue along with us. We're going to now work into Warrior Two. So we're going to turn to our left on this mat. Pretty much what you want to do is turn to face the long edge of your mat. As you're turning, get the legs wide. Feel once again the feet very strong into the mat. We're going to turn the right foot out to the side and face, that foot is going to be in line with the long edge of this mat. The left foot is facing forward. In this next movement, which is Warrior Two, we're going to begin to bend the right knee. And this knee, I want you to take a look at your knee, should be in line with your toes. So as we bend, now we're going to bend into that right knee. Keep the knee in the same line of action, movement of your toes here. And I want you to feel as if this hip, right hip, is the hinge of a door. And you're opening, swinging the door open, all the while keeping that right foot firm and connected on the earth, on the mat. We're going to hold right here, open our body to face the green, or actually turning to the left here. You can't see the green wall. We're going to bring the arms out. And then from here, look over the middle finger of that right hand. And since we've been here for a while, we're going to do the other side. But we would hold this and breathe. Let's release the arms, breathing. Straighten the right knee. Turn the right foot forward. And then turn the left foot out to the left side. The left knee stays facing the position, the same direction of that left foot. We bend into that left knee, open the thigh outward, hold the weight even between both feet, reach the arms out, and look over the left hand. We're holding here and breathing. 1. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. And then let's relax the arms down, straighten that left knee, and then turn the left foot. We're going to do Warrior 2 once again, and we're going to demonstrate some options. So here we go. Turn the right foot out to the right side. We bend into that right knee. Draw the shoulders back. Terri's going to raise her arms out to do the full Warrior 2. She looks over the middle finger of her right hand. Bobbie's going to keep her hands right next to her thighs, and she's focusing on having good posture, drawing her shoulders back, and feeling strong. And I'm going to take my legs and bend a little bit further and move also into the Warrior 2. I'm also going to notice that if I'm working just a little harder, that I have permission to straighten my legs if I got tired for a moment, breathing, and then I can come back at any time, just like you can at home. Release the arms, straighten that right knee, turn that right foot face forward. Let's do Warrior 2 on the left. Left foot turns out, right foot faces forward. We're bending into that left knee. Terri's taking her arms out into Warrior 2. Bobbie's going to keep her arms down, and maybe she'll pull back, drawing her belly muscles in and her shoulders back. And I'm going to demonstrate taking my arms out and going a little bit deeper. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Feeling the strength of our legs, remembering that I worked a little harder so I can straighten my knee for a moment, and then I can come back. And bending again. Now let's straighten that left knee, inhale. Turn the knees and feet face forward. Very nice. Exhale. In this position now, let's bend the knees and take a little bit of a break. Walk the feet closer. And we're going to stand tall so that we can feel the sensation of rest. So we can kind of shake the legs out. One of the things that is very common through this work is that the feet get very tired. So if you get tired, don't hesitate. Take a break, walk the feet out a little bit, maybe shake your hips out a little bit, and just feel comfort. So at this time, we are going to demonstrate wide leg forward bend stretch. I have brought a standard chair that you might use in your practice because not everyone has a super block. You will notice that Bobbie and Terri also have super blocks over here, and we're going to use them for better support. So let's go into our position, ladies. We're going to turn and get legs wide. The feet are parallel. We're going to make a muscle, and at this time, we're going to be strong, pressing into the mat. We're going to bend the knees gently and bend our hips to place our hands either on your blocks or on your chair. I'm demonstrating with the chair. From this position, we're going to begin to straighten the legs out as straight as they'll go. So begin to straighten the knees, make a muscle at the front of the thighs, and stretch the spine long. Terri's going to demonstrate. Let's see where she's at. She might decide to move the block a little bit or move it out of the way completely so that she actually has the flexibility that she needs, positioning hands on the mat. Each of us is at a different place. It doesn't matter how much you do, but wherever you go, feel the stretch along the back of those thighs. As you inhale and exhale, draw the shoulders to your pelvis, support with your hands, and make a muscle with your thighs as you inhale and exhale. We're holding here. Practice this wide leg forward bend stretch as often as you can. It's going to help you also get your head somewhat upside down. Little by little you might get to go lower, and as you do so, you're practicing a modified form of an inversion. Fancy words for a different way to get upside down, which is a really great way to practice making the world look different. When the world looks different, Your perspective can change, and that's not a bad thing. So our yoga practices help us in so many ways. We're going to inhale and exhale, and once we've held this for a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling, we're going to inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the knees gently. Inhale, bring the hands to the thighs and come to standing tall. And from here, stepping the feet closer together and then turning to the top of the mat and holding and bringing our hands to heart center. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate some stretching exercises to the back of the thighs. This next position is called Janushirshasana A. It's really important to help to stretch the back of the thighs and also the hip area. So at this time, taking your legs are straight out in front of you, you're sitting nice and tall, we're going to begin to bend the right knee and let the right thigh drop out to the side. The left leg is going to stay straight. Now, at this time, you can see Terri, who's in the blue, she's able to let her right thigh drop all the way out to the side. Bobbie, who's in black, is having difficulty. Her hips are a little bit tight. So she's going to take the blanket. She can take a blanket and put it right on the side of her hip. And she's going to kind of put it right in there and let her thigh be supported. She wants to sit as tall as she can while that thigh is supported. And does that feel good, Bobbie? Good. All right. So in this position now, we're going to take a strap and take that strap and try to loop it around the ball of the left foot. Taking it out, breathing, spine is long and tall, and at this time, begin to bend forward from your hips and just feel the stretch. Inhale and exhale. You're noticing Terri has some good flexibility here, so she's able to really go forward as she's keeping her body long and tall. Bobbie is working also, both are using the strap, and her hips are more restricted, so she's bending forward as best as she can. Both of our subjects are feeling a stretch along the back of the thigh. Terri, if you demonstrate where you feel this stretch on your body with your left hand. Stretching back behind, very nice, and even behind the calf and the foot. Breathing so that you can really feel that. Now, some of us won't feel it exactly like Terri or Bobbie do at this time, but just notice, can you hold your position and can you breathe in this Janushirshasana? Now, we're still breathing and holding. We're going to inhale, come up. Exhale, and now let's switch legs. So now the right knee is going to straighten out. The left leg, the left knee will bend. Bobbie's deciding if she's going to use her strap, but first let's see if she's going to need her blanket. What's going to happen on this left knee? Let's see what she does. So we're bending the left knee and allowing the left thigh to drop out. Now, if you'll notice carefully that Terri has allowed her left foot to come way high up into her groin area. Bobbie, on the other hand, has a restriction at her hip. So she's going to bring the blanket to rest underneath her left hip, and her foot is not coming nearly as close as Terri's is. That's very acceptable. We're all a little bit different. Now let's take the strap around the ball of that right foot, and as you're in this position, we're going to inhale, stretch the spine long, push the heel away from you, and then cascade over. Let your body just drop down. Inhale and exhale, 1. Inhale and exhale, 2. Inhale and exhale, 3. Inhale and exhale, 4. And inhale and exhale, 5. Inhale, we're rolling up all the way. Inhaling and exhaling, go ahead and straighten out that left leg. As we're breathing, inhale and exhale. Come back and do a sitting posture, legs straight. We're going to press those hands right next to your body. We might push them back behind you a little bit. Squeeze between the shoulder blades, open the heart to the front of the room. pressing, and now we're going to push through those heels into the mat. We're going to push through those hands into the mat. We're going to squeeze your buttocks and think about lifting your hips. It doesn't matter if you lift, but you're pushing the heels, you're pushing the hands, you're squeezing the buttocks. Breathing, Terry's lifting a little higher. Don't worry about how much, but feel the work. Inhale and exhale, and now releasing down. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend forward and feel the stretch. Reach your toes and breathe. Oh, wonderful. Just feel the sensation of stretch along the entire back side of your body. And now inhale, coming back to sitting and holding. Okay, we're going to continue on with our stretches, and at this time we need to have a stretch to the quadriceps or the front of the thighs. So Terry's showing us where those quadriceps are. In this position, we were able to, in sitting earlier, we stretched the back of the thighs, the hamstrings. But now it's time to stretch the front. So the best position that I want to encourage us to use is actually done in lying on our stomach. So at this time, we're going to roll over onto your abdomen. Terry's going to be using a strap, and so is Bobbie. She's already going to put it into place. Did you notice? She did that pretty fast. Terry, come back again and show us how you did that. She has a strap, and if she will, lift it up. Show us that she looped it and created a little loop there. She's going to take that right foot, take that strap right through there. Bending both knees, she's going to then swing around. She's got a hold of that right ankle with her strap, and she's taking it over onto her abdomen. She then can bend her knees. Now Bobbie has a limitation in her knee range, and she's going to get some help from me. So as she's lying down, she will bend her right knee. I will help her, and she's going to reach her right arm to her shoulder, right back up here. And resting her forehead down, keeping her legs fairly close, both ladies are going to pull on that strap as best as they need to feel a stretch along the front of the thigh. As they're in position right now, they're breathing, inhaling and exhaling, feeling a stretch. Both thighs are fairly close to each other. They're bending that right knee as best as it can go. They're feeling the hips even on the mat. Inhale and exhale 1. Inhale and exhale 2. Inhale and exhale 3. Inhale and exhale 4. Inhale and exhale 5. Now, we're going to straighten that right leg. Terry's going to have to do some special maneuvering to get herself out of that strap. Meanwhile, Bobbie's going to get some help from me. And I'm going to come around, take her right foot out. She bends the left knee. And now, taking the strap around. So if you have help, someone can help you at home. Or if you do not, you can do as Terri is doing. And she is taking that strap around the ankle, reaching around, and bringing the thighs together, lying back on her stomach. As she inhales and exhales, resting down. At this time, we're breathing, and we want to bend that knee as far as it'll go. Breathing, feeling a stretch. Now this stretch should feel at the front of your thigh. So Terri, if you could hold on with your other hand to the strap and show us where you feel this stretch. Right at the front. Oh boy, and she's pretty flexible. See how she can lift her leg up? Most people can't do that, but she's been practicing and training for quite a while. She has good mobility in those muscles. Let's hold for 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale 1. Inhale and exhale 2. Inhale and exhale 3. Inhale and exhale 4. Inhale and exhale 5. Now we're going to get ourselves out of this position by straightening that left leg, rolling back onto your hands and knees or rolling back into the sitting posture. As you're breathing, figure out how to get up. It's not always easy, but it is important. moving up and around and down onto the floor helps you to maintain a very strong, mobile, and active body. And remember, sometimes we might feel like we're not doing it perfectly, or it doesn't look as pretty as the person next to us. What you want to know is that the movement is the most important. It doesn't have to look good, but it does have to feel good. Crossing your legs and just sitting your body down just as you are, comfortable. Find a position, whatever feels good. We inhale and exhale. Bring your hands gently to your heart center. Namaste.